It'll save you a lot of headache. Okay, so here's my arsenal of tools that I used. Of course, my flexible head ratchet here. It's a great, one of the best tools I ever bought. Also, there's a couple of these. I didn't use many of these, just extensions. Of course, my stubby screwdrivers, 10mm and 12mm open socket, open end wrench, just for those tight spots. Altogether, we had a 13mm socket, a looks like a, if I can find it, a 12mm socket, a 14mm, 1/2" socket, my reducers, and a I think this is the 9/16 socket, and last but not least, a 1/2" socket. Okay, and of course, hammer, long screwdrivers, jack stand, and a flashlight, of course. And I think that's all the tools that I used. And this little tray is very handy, magnetic. You won't lose any bolts that way, nuts or bolts. Again, there's all the tools that I used. I got a really long screwdriver, and then I got a smaller long screwdriver somewhere around here. It might still be under the vehicle. There it is. This is my other long screwdriver. It's not quite as long as that one, but it's long. You're gonna need them. That's all the tools that you're gonna need. Alright folks, I've connected the battery cable to the terminal there. I had taken the negative terminal off. Now we're gonna crank the car up and see what it does. Before I forget, anytime you jack a vehicle up, make sure that you shock the tires. That way the vehicle won't move on you and make your jack fall off. That's safety first, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so here we are in the Tucson. Don't laugh at the steering wheel cover. It's not my vehicle. This vehicle has a lot of mileage in it, on it. As you can see, the problem began with that light coming on and this light coming on, the brake and the battery light. Of course, anytime you see the brake light come on, I was automatically assuming you need brake fluid, or you need to check your brakes, or maybe your emergency brake is stuck on, one of those. This vehicle has 200,000 miles. Wow, I'm surprised it's still running, but we're gonna find out. So it's cranked up, she's running, no lights are on. Safety first. It's telling me to shut the door and put my seatbelt on. So my lights have went off. I no longer have a battery and brake light on. I'm gonna pull the emergency brake on if I can find it. I thought it was a that's not it. Oh, it's down here in between. So that came on because I just put the emergency brake on. So I know there's nothing wrong with the light. It needs an oil change from what I can hear. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Problem fixed. Like I said, this is a 05 Hyundai Tucson, Tucson, whatever you want to call it. Alternator replacement. The signs that it started giving, like I said, was a brake light along with a battery light. The first time that it happened, the vehicle was still running with the lights on, and then within 30 minutes the vehicle completely shut down and cut off. Of course, it was nighttime, so I'm sure it cut off because the battery finally drained since the alternator wasn't charging enough, and with the headlights, and I believe it was raining also. Probably the radio on, the wipers, any other electrical stuff running, it's going to drain that battery real quick, and it's going to leave you out on the side of the road. So if it happens to you once, don't let it happen to you again. Once you see that brake light come on along with a battery and your vehicle is shutting down on you in the middle of the night or even during the day after you can jump start it and it'll run again until that battery drains. So if you're having to recharge your battery more often or all the time, it's because your alternator is not charging it. Some of the signs to catch it before it leaves you stranded is once you see those lights come on and you notice that your battery dies, then you obviously have a charging issue. Sometimes could be loose wires on the battery. Unfortunately, with this vehicle here, the alternator itself was already on its way out the door. So good luck. Feel free to comment, share, give it a like. Hope this helps you out. Have a good one. Keep YouTubing.